Okay, here's the thing. I know a lot of people who have had migraines before know what I'm talking about, so this isn't for you. But this is a time I would like to take out of my very busy quarantine schedule to just explain to you a few things. Migraines are not headaches, and I'm sure you've heard this before or it has come onto your radar before. Um, and you've either ignored it or you think that people are joking or blowing things out of proportion. However, when people say migraines are not headaches, that means that they are not merely headaches, or you completely misunderstand that they are not something that can be killed with uh, stuff like Tylenol and just power through it. Some people can, that's great, but migraines are not the same thing as headaches. So I wanted to explain some of the stuff that happens with my average migraine, um, and then go on to some things that have happened a while ago. Um, when I get migraines, and oh gosh, I'm gonna drop the no, I'm not okay. Um, about an hour ago, I don't know, all time perception has gone out the window. When I know that I'm about to get a migraine, there is a sense of impending doom more than usual. Uh, and then I realized that my vision has turned into tunnel vision, where it's not a black tunnel, but I cannot focus on the things outside of maybe the middle of my vision. That's when I know that something weird might be going on. And most of the time, I'm in denial until I can't actually see out of one side of my eyes. And it's not something where I can just shut that eye and the other eye is okay. It's inside my brain. The nerves in my eyeballs mean that there is a semicircle to some kind of crescent moon. Sometimes it's different shapes, mostly it's crescent moon of really intense neon broken TV static, um, that if I shut one eye, it moves to the other eye, so it's my brain is not processing vision correctly. Um, and if that starts to go away, that's when the pain actually starts, and I can't think properly. Most of the time, I get something called aphasia, where I can't speak properly. It's like I forget how to speak English, but there's nothing that I'm not doing this on purpose. There's nothing that replaces it. So it's just my brain becomes scrambled eggs, and I can kind of understand what people are talking about, but I have very disjointed, not satisfactory at all English abilities. And when that happens, hopefully I'm around people who understand what's going on, and are very patient with me, because I've had people who are just kind of like, you don't make any sense, what, until they realize that something's going on. There was also some issues several years ago before things got better, where I had something called a hemiplegic migraine, which basically is a migraine that looks a lot like a stroke, and oh, the thing's gonna drop again. Which is a migraine that looks a lot like a stroke, and the people that were around thankfully checked the raise your hands, do a smile kind of things to check, and I couldn't do those things. So that was one of the handful of times in my life where I had to go to the ER because of migraine, and it turned out okay, but the doctor in the ER thought I was blowing everything out of proportion, uh, even though I did get an MRI, and thankfully no stroke, but I couldn't feel the left side of my body, and it was very strange. Thankfully, that hasn't happened in a while, but uh, it's more than uncomfortable. And I have driven with a migraine before, but it's usually the kind of thing where I have to absolutely blare the radio to keep me from zoning out into. It's a weird situation, but mainly it's the vision things that are the worst, considering what I do as a day job, which means I have to completely shut down for the rest of the day, and I lose the day. And I have never had a regular quote unquote day job that understood what was going on and thought that I was going home because I had a headache and I just wasn't trying hard enough to take care of myself. And like I stubbed my toe and I had to go home. It's not like that. And I've been laying down for, like I said, my time perception has gone completely out the window. I think it's been maybe about an hour, but to make sure it doesn't get worse, even though I'm doing better because I can see okay right now, I do have some pain right here. But to make sure that I don't have a rebound and it gets worse, I have to completely clear my schedule and not do the things that I had actually had obligations for today, and that's also causing a lot of stress that I'm not going to get into in a video like this. But migraines are not headaches. They can come with pain of a headache, but it's a neurological issue that is not take a Tylenol and force yourself through it. Um, and they can be caused by a lot of different things. For me, it's food and stress and um, a lot of little things that add up to big things, like in video games when you have to put your like stats in the skill tree kind of thing. It's you have to accept whatever points you have and you have to put them somewhere, and if you get too many points, that's it, you're done. And sometimes just as well as you can plan for putting those points somewhere to balance it out, there will always be things that happen that you can't control. And um, frankly, I'm really, really tired of people treating it like it's a joke. And again, I'm not trying to say this applies to everybody that's watching this, but um, it's anyway. I wanted to do this video because it's something that I've been going through for a very long time, and my life has gotten better in a lot of ways, and my health has gotten a whole lot worse. And thank you for watching.